Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to close the door. I can lower it just a tiny little bit more. So you guys know if you want to sit on something, elevate the hips. If you want to sit on a couple of pillows, if you want to sit on a block, you can sit also, I always say this like a broken record, but you could sit also on a block and put a blanket on it. You can sit with this cross-legged. You can sit with the hero's pose. We'll start just by feeling a little bit of the sit bones and the floor connected under our sit bones. And you can certainly change your sitting, the one you originally choose, to cross-legged. Just take a moment. I want you to maybe roll your shoulders a couple times. And then relax your shoulders down. Feel your sitting bones on the block, or feel the part that touches the ground on the mat. Feel it, almost push it, almost feel like you could push down. I know it's hard to explain, but also like a feeling of really anchoring to get that bouncing energy up from the sitting bones to your ribs and your shoulders and up to the crown of your head. So just take a moment to settle down, to come to your breath. If you want, close your eyes. Just tune out the noises and the sounds outside you. Maybe you can even have such quiet that you can feel your even breath or your pulsations or your heartbeat. Try to not rush through this breath in and out. Try to really find a rhythm, a pace that feels good in your body. And try to keep that nice center in that posture, that shoulder to the back and that open front, open heart. Try to not exaggerate that ribs are puffing too much. So it's just nice and easy breathing in and out. You might even feel it in your belly. Just breathe in and out. Just use your nose for now, nose and out your nose. Just softly let it soften you. Let it be easy inside you. Let it ease you on your outside and on your inside. Whatever is been happening in the morning, whatever you have planned to do in the afternoon, whatever it is, try to stay in this moment that is so it dissolves in a second. The moment just passed. So stay in the moment, in the breath, in the space that we call the present, in the breath that we feel at this exact moment. And as soon as you think about it, it's just gone. So stay in the moment, stay in the present, whatever is possible, because it's so minimal. It's so like a spark. It's like a flash. It's like a less than a second. And then it becomes the past. And then the next breath comes in. I'm going to start moving gently. Please move gently. Please allow your body to warm up slowly. And most important, enjoy your class. Okay. So right hand, when you're ready, open your eyes. And right hand right next to your hip. And it doesn't have to be a big reach, just nice and easy. You can always use one of the blocks for later for a twist if you want to have it there for you. But just to start, hand on the side of your hip, and then left arm up. And just take a little peek down at your hand at the mat, and then slowly maybe take a little peek at your arm on the top, and maybe you get a little bit of turning down and turning up. Get a little extension or feeling on your ribs. All right, and then just turn down enough so you can place the top hand on the opposite knee and the back hand behind you or your block or your hip, and twist. So not your biggest twist, but feel something. Feel your shoulders, feel maybe the front, the middle of your heart turning to the side or towards your front knee. Nice and easy. And just return to center. Everything comes to center. Allow your legs to spread out. Flex your toes if you want. You can put something under your knees if you want a pad, 2 blankets underneath. And just bring your hands behind. Open your heart. Flex your toes. Step a little forward, or just bring your hands just a tiny forward. Again, just feel without going too much further. Just feel maybe your low back, maybe you feel a little bit of under your legs. And then cross your legs again. Whichever leg you want, try to switch it. And we'll start to the other side. So left hand outside your hip, right arm over, arc over, lateral stretch, tip over, nice and easy. You can gaze down towards the mat, towards your knee, gaze up. You feel a little bit of turning out and up and down. These are optional. You don't have to. You can even stay and reach and hold and feel that side stretching. Just warming up. So look down to the knee. Bring your top hand to the knee, left hand to the block or to the mat. And find a twist. Find that length in your torso. Find the twist, find the breath. Don't forget that we also find a way to find a breath there. Breathe in the twist. Return slowly to the center. Uncross the legs. Open them wide. Flex your toes. Again, place something if you want. It doesn't have to be so wide. Just bring your hands behind. Lift your heart. And then stay here for a moment. See if you can recross your legs for a gentle cross-legging of your shins or your ankles. And then maybe bring your hands a little more back and see if you can come forward. Lift your hips off the ground if it's possible. Lift maybe your heart. If not, just keep your gaze forward. Lift, return your hips down. Open the legs wide again. Keep your torso upright. We're going to just turn and frame each leg with each hand. Go a little bit towards the leg. Breathe. Flex your toes. Center. Other side of the leg. I'm not folding a lot. I'm just trying to feel that the hip stays down, that you're turning your heart towards the knee. And come to center. If you want, bring your hands on the inside, bend your legs or hold your legs from the outside and bring both legs forward. All right, and just separate them a little bit, shake them a little bit, and just go just a tiny bit forward, just a tiny bit forward. So we're not trying to get your biggest stretch. You're not trying to be touching anywhere with like a goal to bring your nose to the end or feel how much you bring your flat forehead to the ground. Just feel your body, right? Feel your body. Go slightly forward. Don't rush. Come on up. And then we're just going to bend one leg. You start with the right leg. Bring it outside. Bring it outside, but just lift it. Don't bring the foot down. Lift it, hug it, and just go out and back and squeeze the leg and go back and forth. It should feel good under the hip. It should feel good on the glutes. Get a little balance, lean back and lean forward. Good. Then you're going to uncross the leg and just place the inside foot, inside of the sole of the foot to the leg that is long. All right. And then twist first towards the knee. So towards the bent knee, twist. And then the hand that is not on the knee, the hand that is the right, bend your elbow and maybe get a little bit more into that side waist, side ribs. And then inhale. Now turn everything towards the length of the long leg. Take a breath in and then come a little bit forward. Very easy, very traditional stretches, Janu Sirsasana. We're going to come up very gently, very slowly to do a little bit of that hip stretch that we raise our hips. We're going to do both sides. All right. So first, towards the length of the leg, lift your arm up. And then to the other side, towards the knee, and then we lift here. You're going to bring on your right hand, come onto the right knee. You can put your foot down for support, lift your hips, and then bring your arm behind and stretch your hips and breathe. Just a breath, and then slowly return. Come back onto your hips, and then lengthen both legs, swing, shake, wiggle, loosen up. And then bring your legs forward, shake them again. And then you're going to hug the left knee in. And then bring it outside the knee a little bit. Don't step it, just lift it, hug it. You can hug it behind, you can interlace, just go back and forth. Couple times. Relax your shoulders. Let me know if you want more air. Feels good? Okay. So it's just kind of these, if you like the rocking, if not, just hug the leg. This is fine to stay wherever position you like. And then help the leg to bring it inside. Go towards the bent knee, to the leg that is bent, twist it. If you want the hand behind you, arc and over, you can bend your elbow. You can even bring the other hand to the leg that is extended, like the elbow comes up, or you can keep the option of bringing the opposite hand to the knee and arc over. Look under your arm if you want. Inhaling slowly. Turn towards that long leg. Fold any amount. You can maybe grab your toes. Maybe hands placed on each side of your foot. Maybe just bend your arms. Feel what you feel. And then inhale slowly, 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 slowly. So first, just a little bit of twisting with the hand behind. And then just switch it so we get to lift our hips. Left hand on outside your left hip. Come onto your left knee. Push the right foot down. Lift your hips any amount. Arm goes behind. Maybe hold your head. And then inhale. Come down. All right. So we're just going to cross your legs Just take a moment, rest for a moment, take a breath, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. And then just bring your hands again behind you. I have my palms kind of facing away. Step your feet a little wider, and you're just going to let the knees go side and side. And they can go one at a time. They don't have to go together. You can go maybe one. They don't have to touch the floor either. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. Everybody's different. All right, that's all we're going to do on this one. I'm going to have you come again into that heroes. You can put a block or a couple of blocks under your sitting bones or behind your heels. You have a block? Oh, you don't need it. That's okay. But I want you to tuck your toes. See if you can stretch the bottom of your feet. Okay. So if you cannot sit back, just stay high, tuck your toes. And I want you to stretch your toes. If you can sit, then sit and stretch the bottom of your feet. The reflection of the bottom of your feet reflects on your heels, on your arches, on your knees, on your low back. Just another breath. Awesome. So now you're going to come up. You can just flatten your feet. All right. And then come on up onto your shins. And you can keep your toes flat or tucked, your preference. If you want, also, you can put blankets under your knees. If it's sensitive, arms are going to go into eagle. So right arm under the left, eagle arms. And then lift your arms. And then bring your sitting bones to the heels and your elbows to your legs. And then inhale up, lift your elbows, good. And then squeeze your belly, send the hips back, maybe all the way back, maybe not. Inhale up, lift your elbows and back, sit back. Maybe your fingers touch, lift up. Let's just undo that. Unwind the arms, shake them out. If you want, you can tuck or you can sit back, rest a little bit. We'll do the other side. Okay, so you can stretch your toes again if you like, or come on up, arms out, separate the legs a little bit, and then switch the arms. Make sure you switch. Lift, squeeze your elbows really nice and squeeze as you sit back to the heels. Bring your elbows to your belly or to the thighs, and then inhale. Lift up, maybe get a little bit of a back bend. Send the hips back. Maybe the fingers touch, maybe not, it doesn't matter. Create a little back bend, and then slowly back down. Last one. Lift, squeeze, and then come to neutral. Open the arms. Very good. We'll take a child's pose from here. So I'm just going to widen the knees, toes together, and find maybe a block or maybe your elbows. Maybe your hands go forward. Maybe you rest your arms. Make fists for your forehead. And just take a moment, breathe to your face, to your sense of feelings and thoughts and how you are in child's pose. One, you can widen those knees, soften the belly, and let the belly really feel that is softening towards the ground, in and out. catching a little bit of decompression, decongestion. Feel my breath a little bit of a little faster than usual, if you can hear it. That's what we want. All right, so I'm gonna do a very, very slow and gentle little flow. We're gonna go on the belly. We're gonna do like an easy cobra. We're gonna go back into child's pose, tabletop, and then we're gonna try to lift up for easy down dog, and then we're gonna come down. So it sounds complicated, but it's just a little bit of 4 times going up and going down to the, not your biggest stretch on the down dog, the upside V. Okay, so let's go down on the belly, elbows forward. You can walk your hips on the floor. Okay, so walk your hands just a little bit outside your mat. Lengthen your legs, press your pubic bone. Very easy cobra. Okay, so bring your shoulders back, relax your shoulders, and then come on up any amount. Just use your arms, don't use your low back. Okay, and then lower very gently. Bring your hands closer, tuck your toes. Go to tabletop. Just sit back on child's pose just a little bit. And then from here, you're gonna almost do tabletop if you want, tuck toes and do a down dog. Okay, bend knees, down dog or wide down dog. Not your biggest dog, but I want you to feel your arms stretching, your hips stretching, the back of your legs waking up. And that's gonna come down. You're gonna bring your knees down. You're gonna slowly lower yourself. Take your time. Take your time. It doesn't have to be as fast as I'm going. I want you to go really slow. All right, and then arms out, outside of the mat. Come on up, mini cobra or your cobra. And then slowly melt down, head, forehead down. Bring your hands closer, bring your feet closer. Lift to tabletop. Sit back to child's pose. Come on up to table and tuck toes and lift. Second dog. Yeah. Takes a little bit, but it will warm up really quick and really nice. Okay, you can pedal, you can bicycle, you can turn your heels to the sides, and then slowly land your knees, come onto your belly again. Let's take a variation. So let's take a Sphinx pose. Elbows down. It can be forward. Lengthen your legs, press your toes. Maybe take a little peek on your right and your left. All right, slowly hips down, chest down, cobra, or any variation, any amount of stretching. Press the pubic bone, lengthen your legs, bring them closer, press up, child's pose. Come on up, take your time, tuck, and then lift for the dog. Stay still, bend your legs, don't move if you don't want to. Use your hands, press every knuckle. Last one, okay? So bring your knees down one at a time. Come onto your hips and your belly. Bring your hands outside, easy. You can widen your legs just a little bit wider than hips if you want. Gather your hips, bend them a little bit, and then press for this amount of cobra. Try to not jam your neck and just look forward. Use your arms, slowly controlling ribs and chest and head. Hands closer, legs closer. Push back. Child's pose a little bit. And last, to come up to your downward facing dog. Let's lift one leg, Right leg goes up, bring the foot down, switch it. Left leg goes up, bring it down. One more, each leg. So three-legged dog or dog split. Beautiful. And then lower, and then last one, left leg. The standing leg can be bent or straight. The heel doesn't have to touch. Bring your feet down. Let's come on the knees. And here, if you want, you can go on your elbows if your wrists are really tired. And then start some gentle cats and cows. If you want, you can start any side swaying of your hips, any organic movement. You can also do a little bit of that extension and flexion of your spine. Start a movement that is familiar, cats and cows. Really feeling the vertebra, the swaying, the movement, the organic movement. That is what we call the cat and the cow. Awesome. All right, so have your blocks, or at least one of the blocks, close to the top. And then you can either step forward from down dog or from this tabletop. So from down dog, it would look like this. You can lift the leg up and step forward and then bring the knee down. Or from the tabletop, you step forward, you walk the foot, you bring it to the inside of your hands. You can have your blocks here, and there you are for this beginning of like a step forward low lunge. Good. All right, so you don't have to bring your hips so much forward. Just relax. Step your foot really strongly. Bring the strong, energized foot in the back. Scissor your legs and come on up for the first time that we're going to come up on the back leg. All right, and then take it arms that look like cactus. Okay, so elbows are up. Tuck your tailbone a little bit and lift your heart. All right, from here, reach and bring your arms up. As long as it feels good. All right, and then we're gonna take the arms open, or leg like a twist. Arms open. Maybe if it's too much, you can always bring one hand to the hip and one hand to the knee. Whichever variation is great. Bring both arms forward and up it. One more time. And then slowly, slowly, slowly frame your front foot. Have your blocks there if you want. In the second or lowest or highest for a half split stretch. Okay, so this is where you can walk your hands back. You can walk your blocks back. You can wiggle the foot forward. You can fold to the leg any amount. Breathe it, breathe it, breathe it. Step the foot down. Bring it in a little bit if you want. Pay attention, a little bit of fun stretch. Okay, when it end up crossing the ankles at the top. Okay, so lift your toes. You can have your blocks at the top if you want, or both hands here at the front. Lift your back leg. bring your foot behind, and then maybe wiggle the feet so the toes kind of line. Good. That's it. Holding to this crossed knees. You can have your hands, you can be higher. We're going to unstep the feet, uncross them, fold, bend the left leg a lot. Left hand can be a little bit in front or block. Left knee bends, left hand on block or in front like a foot. Right arm goes up. Really push the hand into the block or into the floor. Really stack your shoulders, lift your fingers up, gazing up or gazing down. Bend both legs, fold. And then we'll switch. Right leg bends, right hand on the block, on the floor. You can bring the hand on the hip actually. Doesn't have to be high. You can be just turning your torso. You can look at your toe. You can really feel the stretching of your torso, your ribs. Bend both legs. Finally, hands again on the floor. Take your time to step back to dog. You're going to bring your knees down. Come all the way down. And just rest here. Bring your hands forward. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead. Lift your feet and sway your hips. Wiggle the hips, wiggle the knees, wiggle the ankles, rotate the ankles. Play with your legs. Just swing and relax. Release your legs. You're going to bring your hands behind towards the legs. Really press your pubic bone. Just reach and just lift without too much. Don't lift too much. Just reach your hands to the feet. Press your pubic bone. Engage your low back. And that's all you're doing. I don't want you to even feel like you're lifting. I just want you to feel the energizing of the legs and the head reaching away from your hips. Bring your hands underneath your chest. Tuck your toes. And let's take a little child's pose break in the middle. Okay? Sit back. Rest a little bit. Take your time to recover, to recalibrate, to reconnect. All right, so let's go up again into a little tabletop. Let's go to our usual movement, cats and cows. See how by the body getting a little warmed up if you get a little more into the waist, into the pelvis. See how it feels, just to do maybe very slow ones, or you can do some swaying. And remember the blocks under the hands. It'll give you a nice sensation. You can bring really the heels of the hand close to the edge. It feels so good. You get more space. All right, so you can go to down dog and step the foot up and forward, and then you bring your knee down, or stay down to your tabletop and step the left leg forward. Scissor your legs actively, so really feel that you're hugging your legs in. Cactus the arms. Maybe tuck your tailbone, maybe feel you get a little back bend, be careful. Lift your arms up, lengthen, keep tucking your tailbone. And then open the arms, front and back. If it's too much, just have the hand at the top of the knee or outside the knee and the other hand to the hip. These are great options. They're all good. Bring your hand behind, up and again, up over. Okay, and then slowly to the front for that Hanuman stretch, that half split stretch. Wiggle the foot forward, folding, staying high, lifting your toes if you want. Taking time here, breathing here. This is a runner stretch, such a great stretch for the low back, for the hamstring, for the hips. Awesome. All right, so this is where we do that little cross thing, cross ankles, cross of the feet, okay? So you can have the blocks at the top, tuck your toes in the back, lift your back leg, step it, slide it, take a couple of hops, and then bring the foot behind, and then fold any amount. You can also stay high. Breathe, hold, or find that stretch. Sometimes you can even, walk your blocks to the top leg on the right, or you can stay. Carefully, please, carefully step the feet so they are parallel, and then squat a little bit, and then slowly, slowly, you're gonna come up to standing. And find a moment to find your feet, to find the breath as you're standing. Let's bring the arms up and up. Maybe the hands come together at the top. You can also do that steeple or gun mudra. Let's do a little side stretching. So go to your right and center and left. Again, like we did at the beginning, lateral stretching. Now you're on your feet and then up and then to the side. Hands at heart. Exhale. Release your hands. Walk the feet out. Bounce them a little bit. Try a little bit of balance, not too much. Okay, so put the weight, let's say, on the left leg, and then see if you can lift your right leg up, flex your foot, and you can cheat. I don't care if you have a wall or a chair, and then step the foot down. Good. And then left leg up. And if you drop it and you're falling, that's normal. Step down. Now the same thing, instead of lifting up, lift it back and bring your heel up. Bring the foot down. And then other side. Kicking as much as you can, holding on to a wall or chair. Step down. One more forward and up. Maybe use your hands. and then lower. So very easy, but very mindful, very slow, makes it really like a lot of work. Step the foot down, and then maybe holding on to something, just bring the leg back, maybe chest and head a little forward. We're not going any more than that. And then step neutral, step down, and then switch it. Lean a little forward. Come on up and step down. Okay, and then the last one, we're just gonna try to do a twist. Okay, so legs, left leg stays, right leg up. Bring the hand outside your knee and then right arm out. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Bring both hands forward, step down. Awesome. I feel my legs. Lift, hold on to the knee, maybe outside the knee, maybe arm goes out, twist and lift, and slowly step down. Awesome. Let's do just 2 chairs, easy. Squat a little bit, arms in the cactus. Feel your weight more in your heels. Maybe lift your toes and then ground the toes. Feel the weight on your feet, on your heels. Inhale up and lower your arms. So chair is that pose called fierce pose. Always fierce, always strong. Works your big muscles in your quad. Works your belly, works your low back. Squat as much as you want or stay high. Chest lifted, squat down, arms any position you like, but just really feel what's going on. Hips are going back, weight on your heels, lift your belly. You don't want too much lifting. You don't want too much tucking. And then come on up, inhale and lower your arms. All right. I want you to try a squat. These squats are hard, but they're great. I'm going to slowly come down. So you can place the squat, 2 blocks, high like that, or medium, or no blocks. Okay. So toes are a little bit out. You can bring your hands on the waist. You can bring your arms like a dream of genie. Start coming down slowly, squatting, 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 squatting. Placing the block, placing nothing, doing the squat that is working for you. Take a moment here, press the elbows inside. You can stay a little bit higher. All right, so when I come up again, so lift your hips, hands on the blocks, lift up, lift your heels, parallel your feet, fold to your legs, fold to your legs, dangle your head, dangle your shoulders, lengthen your neck. I'm going to do a nice, strong work for the legs, for a big lunge twist on each side, and then we're going to come on our backs. So you can certainly have your blocks for the twist. I'm going to take a super huge, big step, the right leg. Okay, right leg. But I want you to keep that back leg, that big thigh, really strong. So the toes are really tucked in the back. This is where you can use the block under and then lift your arm up. Okay, so that's the strong thigh in the back. the leg doesn't drop. And try to bring the hips back. Twist. Awesome. Look down. We're going to step forward. Please be careful. Couple of steps or walk it forward to the beginning, to the top of your mat. Fold again. Swing the hips a little bit. You can hold the elbows, really dangle, traction your spine, and then we'll do the other side. So will stay about 3 breaths. Left leg, big step back. So if it's this here, doesn't work, walk it back, walk it back. Feel that sensation of looking forward. So gaze is forward, tuck your toe in the back. Feel the strength of this pose. It's like you're ready to sprint. Then you can add your twist. You can bring the hand on the block. Lift that back leg. Really consciously keep that leg lifted. Feel that powerful of the front foot. Beautiful. Maybe gazing up. Please come down. This time we're not going to come forward. Just bring your knee down. Let's do a easy lizard here. So I'm sorry, I guess I lied because I'm just putting this in for the last little piece. Okay, so walk the foot out, walk the knee back, and do a little lizard. Do a little cat-cow, looking up and rounding, looking up, straighten hips forward, and tuck under. One more for lizard. And you can have, of course, the hands on a block here. Good. All right, let's just switch it so you can step the foot back and move the block. Step the foot forward. I have some of my foot outside the mat. You can have the hands on the blocks and just do a little bit of rounding and tucking and untucking. Or stay, you don't have to. You can stay in your lizard. That was fast. I can't believe it's already 9:30, 9:20. All right, so tuck your toes, step back, and somehow find your way going back onto your backs. Okay, so this is, we're gonna cool down. Have your block, one of the blocks close by. So we do a restorative bridge. Let me just move this down a little bit. Just find the floor. We haven't been on the floor. So when you come to the floor, it's gonna feel so nice. Just bend your legs. You can put a blanket behind your head. I'll turn the lights off, Amy. Her. Nice. Okay. So just take a moment. I mean, I'm sure you did take a moment already. If you have a tailbone, if you want to remove your glasses, if you have your hands on your belly, you can have your knees kind of knocking against each other and the feet wide. And let's just let go of thoughts of what just happened or what's loading to your head. Just relax your shoulders, keep your head on the ground, feel your feet on the ground. We're gonna do super yummy stretching, okay? All of them. About 10, 11 minutes of just super yummy stretches for your low back, okay? So from here, lift your legs, both legs, bring them close to your belly, lift your tailbone, and then relax. So your Hips are down, and then bring the knees in and open them, widen them. And then again, separate them from your chest. Allow this nice natural curve to open and then flatten your back and knees to chest. And then release your legs and open them out. Just really enjoy these sort of a little low back massage. You can rock a little side to side. And then you can bring your knees in and out. And really feel that the breath is when you bring your knees in, you breathe out. Breathe in and open the legs. Squeeze them together. Maybe create some circles or stay side to side. All right, so keep the right knee a little bit close. Step the left foot down. And just bring the knee to your chest and maybe outside towards your armpit and then in. And then start creating a little bit of circle here. And then circle a couple ways the other way. Come to just one happy baby. So bring the knee out. Lift your heel. Grab the big toe. Grab the heel from the inside. Grab the big toe with the peace finger. Grab the leg. Breathe in and out and in and out. All right, bring the left foot down and switch it. So hug the knee in a little bit and relax. Hug it in and squeeze it closer. Relax it. Bring it to the outside, to the armpit, to the ribs. And then lift your heel. One happy baby. Breathe in and out. The shin is vertical, the heel pointing to the sky. Grab the heel, grab the leg behind. It doesn't have to be the foot. Just feel the inside of your thigh, of your legs relaxing. And doing like a little half squat. One squat on the floor. Good. Let's bring again the knees together. Swing a little side to side. We'll take a very easy, long one leg twist. So left knee stays, right leg extends. Hug the left knee to your chest. All right, and then you're gonna keep the right leg long. You're gonna keep the left knee to the chest before you do the twist. It sounds complicated, but all you're gonna do is you're gonna reach with your right heel and lift your right arm up and over. You're gonna keep hugging the left knee to your chest while the right arm and the right leg are long. Bring the right arm up, touch your thigh, and bring the arm overhead. That's all you're doing. Your left leg is still hugging your chest with your right hand. Bring the hand to the thigh and up and over. Last one. And up and over. Feel that reaching of the hand overhead. Feel the heel reaching, extend, long, elongate that right leg, that right side of your body. Okay, so now you're gonna come to the twist. Right hand to the knee, left arm out, palm flat or up. And then if you want, have a block to the right side, have a bolster, have a blanket, and turn into the twist. Rest on a block. If your arm is reaching, your shoulders are rounded, that's fine. If you want to put a block, if you want to do the twist in any variation that feels good in your body. Breathe it. You can look to your left arm. Oh, so you know the body knows, right? You've been doing yoga, so the body knows how to take it easy here, not accommodating, not adjusting too much, just feeling the hip, the ribs, the pelvis, the arm. Bring everything back to center, knees to center, hug the knees, go a little right and left. All right, so hug the right knee in. Now the left leg is going to be really long and as straight as possible. Hug the right knee in. Left arm, nice and long, as long as you can. And feel the heel reaching also away. Feel the leg, the hip, everything as flat as possible. Bring the arm back to the thigh and reach overhead just a couple times. Just the arm is moving as you hold the right knee to chest. Keep the arm overhead. Feel that. Feel everything. The heel away from the arm and the hugging of the right knee to your chest. Very great stretch. Bring the hand to the knee, to the opposite knee. Bring the block so you can have something to support you. Encourage the leg to cross. Right arm away, right shoulder down or blanket underneath. Put a couple of blocks. Support your knee. Support your twist. Sometimes it takes a little couple of tries to find something that you can say and stay in your twist. Breathe through your twist. Slowly start untwisting. And you're just going to grab the block on the second or no block. If you don't have a block, you can put a blanket. But if you have a block, just rest your hips, lift your hips, feel the back of your head, feel a little bit of lifting of your chest. Arms can turn that way. You can also bring your hands to your little bones in your hips or to your belly. And just breathe here, soften the pelvic bowl, the area of the pelvis, of the hips, that is the sort of like the part of the body that is like, carrying the top, the torso, the legs underneath, all these organs that are set in the pelvic bowl, all the digestive area, the reproductive area, all the digestive system, all the juices, all the processes that go in here, all the emotions that are being transmitted to the watery area. Just soften the area, soften the breath. And you can add, if you want, a variation of shoulder stand, which is just lifting the legs and having the legs vertical. You don't have to. But if you want, that would be our last little piece with the legs vertical up to the sky. They don't have to be straight. You don't have to even look at the toes. You can close your eyes. You can have your arms cactus. If you have a wall, go to a wall. It would help you if you have the heels relaxed on the wall and the support of your wall, and then you can end up having your 10-minute shavasana with the legs up the wall. Otherwise, it's sometimes called it's like a variation of the shoulder stand. Take another one breath or two in here. Bend your legs when you want. You can touch the floor. Part of your traditional shavasana, you can also have the feet together and the knees wide into a diamond shape. You can have your blocks under your legs for support. If not, just lengthen your legs, lengthen your arms, tuck your shoulders under, get a couple of blankets for your forehead, excuse me, for your head. Make sure your head is in the center. Make sure you're not scrunching to one side. Keep the head neutral with the rest of your spine. If you are satisfied with the practice and find your shavasana, if you want to sneak in a couple of twists, that's fine too. But now that we did about 60 minutes of stretching, your job is to really just a moment of touching in with your breath again. So breathe in and out until eventually just don't fight the rush of your thoughts to leave you. Just let the thoughts, let them take you wherever they take you. Just consciously soften your eyebrows and your eyes and your jaw, your mandible, your teeth, your tongue. Soften your skin in your face, your forehead. Just really take time to adjust and then let yourself really melt into your space. This is a pose called Shavasana. It's translated as corpse pose. It's part of the poses. It's as important as a down dog, the resting place where you recover, where you reset, where your breath is tranquil and serene, where you sometimes feel like you have more clarity, more space in the thoughts, more freedom in your body, inside physical and energy bodies. So take another 4 minutes. We'll take 4 minutes. I'll keep here. I'll keep really quiet. In the yoga tradition, we say that we practice yoga to come to get to know your bodies and get to know your essence, get to connect to the nuclear, to the prime, to what really is what connects to you. So if you trust yourself, and now sometimes the intuition really works after the yoga, feels like you can make good decisions. So if you want, make a decision to stay and continue resting, or make a decision to start coming back and gathering some breaths that are comfortable as you come on out of this resting place, coming out of the quiet and stillness to back into the being and the doing, into the chores and what we have aligned for ourselves in the afternoons or the plans that we have for the future. So start wiggling, start moving slowly, or stay your house, your space, rest as much as you want. But if you want to start wiggling fingers, toes, head, um, arms overhead, hugging your knees, whatever you feel in your um, intuition to come about. Come to the right side, fetal position. You can ignore everything I'm saying and come out later with these, as you know, very slowly coming back to movement. Don't rush, don't um, go fast, just really go slow, enjoying kind of like feeling your body again. You come to the side and roll up to seated. And when you come to cross-legged again, just find that almost like a imagining your own mind kind of scanning, right? Scanning from the crown to your neck, to your chest, to your heart, your hips, and your knees, and your feet. And see how everything is more spacious, more open, more free. See how your breath feels, how your energy overall feels. Sense an amazing sense of how the body worked in all the ways, the squeezing and all the side stretching and whatever the body did, it just sort of like bringing energy in little secret or squeezed in tight places. So you should feel more open, more spacious. Let's bring your hands to prayer, the heart. Again, relax your shoulders. Feel that head reaching to the sky. Feel that lifting. Feel that power of your heart, power of your hands, power of connecting mind, breath, and energy. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Hands to center. Namaste, everybody. Namaste, Amy. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
You too.